Am I streaming quietly? No, I'm not. Right, where's Twitch? As usual, we get to the admin part of the show that involves me live. Let's just do a quick voice check. Involves me live. Let's just do a quick voice check. That works. That's working. So let's share it. Share to Facebook first of all. Not Facebook, Twitter. Now I want to have my hashtag in there. I've got a feeling a bit windy today. A bit farty. I had beans yesterday, so that explains why. Right, okay. Today's wonderful washing up club. Club. On today's wonderful washing up club, I will reveal. I've committed to this now. Morning, Matt J. Davis. I'm a bit early today. I don't want to get too invested. Yeah, Matt Davis. I'm sorry. Matt Davis? Use them. Right, okay. Matt J. Davis, let me just explain what's going on here, okay? I need to do my admin. Send out, the links. If I get talking to you, I'll get drawn into your life. Because you fascinate me, Matt J. Davis. You absolute... What do you mean, no audio? I checked it. Are you joking? I checked it. Are you joking about the no audio? Can you not hear me? Turn your volume up. There should be bloody audio. On today's wonderful washing up club, I will reveal 7 secrets of washing up. Can you? Oh God, I need to send myself a message. Okay, audio. Thank you, Face. I can't pronounce your name. Help me with your name. Prout. It's too complicated. Right, this is what I'm getting drawn in. Must be my end. Must be my end is always your end. Can you get back to me, Matt J. Davis? On today's wonderful washing up club, I will reveal 7 secrets of washing up. 7 secrets, 7 tips. 7 tips, let's say call it tips. Feely. Gotcha. Thanks, Feely. 7 top tips. 7, let's call it top tips. Top tips. 7 washing up. This is difficult. Sorry, this is not great content so far. On today's wonderful washing up club, I will reveal 7 top tips. 7 top washing up tips. 7 top washing up tips. Tips. Morning all. Morning, Windy. Can you hear me, Windy? Windy, can you hear me? We've had an issue and I'm getting drawn in now before I do my admin. On today's wonderful washing up club, I will reveal 7 top washing up tips. That'll do. Right, now what I need to do is I need to put my fucking, pardon my French, there's no need for that kind of language. Will you please paste washing up club? And let me just copy it. Just copy it. Use the copy it. I can hear you loud and clear. Fantastic. Matt J. Davis. Always with the mind games with you, Matt J. Davis. 7 super secret washing up. Yeah, that's the... right, tweets. Let me share to the old Facebook. Let me just share it to Facebook. Share to Facebook. Next. Share. Share to Facebook. Okay, let me put this sucker on the iPhone dock to play music. Yeah? Is it oh, you son of a biscuit. You son of a biscuit. Where are we? What am I doing? Right, this isn't, don't. Right, okay. Yes, there we go. What? Let's get that kitten fed. There's a new walk I'm trying out. I don't think I'll do it again. Now, she's not been letting me do my little ritual that I like, which is the main reason I feed her. So hopefully we'll see if the furry little shit will allow me to do my ritual. Don't even know what this is. What is it? Just chicken. Just saying, just chicken. So, what have I been up to this week? Well, I had my last day of my day job for a while, potentially forever, unless I get off my arse and get a new day job. I'd rather not get a day job, of course. I'd rather do like writing or acting, but it's not, you know, I don't mind a day job. My wrists are a bit hurty from the day job, so I'm going to take at least June off, and then we're going to get back and we're going to kick the day job's ass and get another one. If that I don't think that made much sense. But yeah, so last day was Friday, and you know, they didn't get me anything. I've been at the BBC since 2006 on and off, and I'm always leaving and coming back. One of them said, we know when your career's not going well because you come back here. And I was like, screw you, buddy. I come back here because I go where I'm needed, okay? Like some kind of hero. Yeah, so I'm not talking to him anymore. No, I am. Oh, she's not going to let me do the ritual. She's gone up near the food. I think she's starving. Right, come here, please, come here. Come here. Oh, she's eating it. No ritual today. No bloody ritual today. Oh. Let me do the ritual. Come here. Who in this sector wants food? She's squiggling in the tail region. She's such a show kitten. She's squiggled and gone little. And she's gone through my legs as well. The ultimate sign of a kitten who wants me to do the ritual. Mwah, kiss on head. Show to camera. Look at that little kitten face. Oh, you smell wonderful today. Right. Show her the food. There you go. Tuck in. You prissy little furball. She doesn't want it. That's good stuff. I've just ordered more food. Oh dear me. Right, I'm tired now. I forgot to breathe during all that. Right. Hello and welcome to what can only be described as Washing Up Club. We've got some exciting content today. A little bit earlier than normal because I've got plans. So as always, I'm going to get rid of yesterday's washing up. I got a bit overzealous with yesterday's washing up and I washed up too much. So there might not be, I've got kitten hair in my mouth. Keep your mouth closed when you're kissing a cat. I mean, that sounds a bit weird, doesn't it? I won't say that again. So yeah, I got a bit overzealous with yesterday's washing up. So there's not that much to do. I mean, there is actually. There's shitloads of recycling to do, which I know is very popular among the true fans of Washing Up Club. Oh, sorry about that. I don't know why I'm belching so much. Today I'm not having a hot drink because I'm sick of disgusting herbal teas. Herbal teas, they smell nice. Oh, this smells nice. And you get to taste them. It's like, oh God, just tastes like ditch water, doesn't it? Right, so how is everyone? Yeah, I finished my day job doing paperwork at the BBC. I'm going to take all of June off at least, just because I want to. That's the only reason. And I'm going to hopefully do some writing, join a gym for a month at least. You know, that kind of nonsense that everyone says they'll do when they've got a month off. And then we'll see what we'll see. Yes, this shirt, I think someone mentioned what a wonderful shirt. I'm getting sore wrists from typing as well, but I don't complain in work as it does make you look like a serial masturbator. Let there be lights. Crummy, we look quite similar. Why are you copying me? She's wearing the same clothes as me now. That's all right, you know, there's big homage. Are you ready for a tea, Crumb? Yes, please. She's ready for a tea. Right, so my big news of the week is I found out I'm in a film, which is incredibly exciting. I'm not going to say too much about it, because until you're on set, these things could not happen. But this one seemed pretty pretty solid. But it's not filming for a while. But to get a film is incredibly exciting, really exciting for me. I told my mum, and she just reacted like I was telling her I just had a cup of tea. So I'll have to tell her again and explain the significance. Crumb, can you take a photo of me doing Washing Up Club, please?
Yeah, maybe you can, maybe you can call her.
No. Thank you, no. Right. But hang on, let me just get a... this is for the, content on Insta. Dramatic.
Photo.
Yeah.
Do a bit more. Well done.
I feel like, what do I do? I can't remember what I do. What about a laugh? Oh, I looked at the light there. Oh, God.
You idiot.
Get out! Take the photo and get out!
Anything
You
else?
just called me an idiot.
Anything else?
That's fine. Thank you. Right. Are you Harrison Ford stand-in? Maybe. Are you the new Batman? Oh, my lips are sealed. Also, James Bond as well. I haven't mentioned James Bond. Right, cup of tea for Crummy.
These trays need cleaning.
I'm not cleaning those today, thank you very much. If you could assume the position in your office or somewhere. I don't like it when she gives me feedback during the stream. Right, let's just get rid of these. Back onto these again. Bloody addicted to them. You shouldn't eat too much seaweed. It was stuck to me. Don't eat too much seaweed. It's not that good for you. Now, I said I'd give you 7 washing up tips, didn't I? So I'm not washing up yet, so the tips won't start. But needless to say, they will. Teaspoon. Bish, bash, bosh. Teaspoon. So yeah, very excited about that. I would like to get something else between now and when I film that though, because that seems a while away, and I can always, I could probably survive, but it'd be nice to get more work, wouldn't it? Do you know what I mean? Crumb tea ritual. Yeah. The new Halifax man, maybe. Maybe I am. Eating too much seaweed is a cry for kelp. Oh, I can't see. That's such a good quip. Oh, I'm blinded by the quip. Does that work? It doesn't really work, does it? I'll abandon that. But yeah, that was a very good quip, Matt J. Davis. I did a really good, though I say so myself, dental quip. And I had a load of people commenting, adding to the quip without actually liking the original quip. And I think that's a bit, breaking protocol, breaking social media protocol. If you like someone's social media update and you're inspired, to add to the quip, like the original quip. God kelp me. Hey, Windy, Hairy, Matt. Oh, it's just hellos. Just hello, club. Hello, club. How's everyone else's week been? Has anyone else got a role in a film like me? No? Ha! Sorry, I'm not that guy. I'm not that kind of guy. Not like a vicious, hateful, gloating. It's very exciting. It feels like I've had a couple of gigs this year, but that's quite a significant gig to get a film. My second film. Hopefully my second film. We haven't seen footage of the first film that I'm in. Sees them. Apparently out in cinemas soon. August maybe. Don't know. The reason I'm a bit cautious about saying I'm in something, because I was in something. I filmed it. Uncle it was. I don't mind saying what it was. And filmed it. And then it was one line. Mr. Such and such, they need you on stage. They're waiting for you on stage. And I did it several different ways. Not several different ways. For coverage, you shoot close-ups. And all that time, I didn't get any direction. And no offence to the directors. Maybe they thought it was good at the time or didn't need addressing. And then when it came out, they replaced me. They didn't cut me. They replaced me. So you can never tell, even if you film it, if you're going to be in it. I mean, sometimes you can, like with Obviously, if it's a big role, they wouldn't film the whole thing and then not use you. But something like that, just to replace me and not say, it was really annoying because I really needed the credits back then on IMDb. Don't know if you use IMDb, but the more credits you have, the better it looks. And instead of saying, could you try it a different way, they just said, great. Okay. And it really annoyed me. So maybe I am having a go at the directors. Maybe I'm not. I don't think I am, actually, because I don't want to burn my bridges. I want to burn my bridges. I don't want to burn my bridges. Maybe if you're watching, the directors of Uncle, maybe just give me another chance. And then everyone will be happy. Did you do it in the way you were posing for Crumb to take your photo? Yes, I did. That's how I do all my auditions. And if they don't like it, they can shove me up their arse. Just joking, I'm not like that. I take direction. I bloody take direction. Ben Rufus Green, he takes direction. Oh, God. Okay. Right, so that didn't work. I tried to dry that over a saucepan. Good morn. Good morn. Guten Morgen. At some point this week, Emily and I are going to the cinema, but we're not seeing the same film. We're going to travel in together, and then she's going to peel off and watch The Little Mermaid, and I'm going to peel off and watch Sisu. Has anyone heard of Sisu? Does anyone know what Sisu is? Am I pronouncing it correctly? I'll let that settle for a minute before I answer. Just getting rid of the spoons. Drop one, saved it. Reactions like a cat. You need a T-shirt with "I take direction to where's your auditions." That's a bloody good idea. You know what I mean. You know what? You know what I mean. I think I should. You know, you're there. You've got a very short time to show people that you're good to work with. So maybe I should be wearing something that helps do that job. I'm good to work with. I take direction. That's good, isn't it? You look pretty today, Crumb. Oh, she's so beautiful, that Crumb. Am I allowed to say that?
Why are you sucking up to me?
I'm not sucking up to you. I'm sucking up to you, so you're suck now. Crummy, stop it. I nearly went down a filthy route there. What?
Have you not learned anything from Philip Schofield?
No, haven't. Right, Crummy, can you... you're too distracting. Your beauty distracts me if you sit there.
I'm sitting here, tough shit.
All right, but don't comment. Just write.
I need to get you the apron.
No. Can you stop about that, please? Seriously.
You don't want to get your clothes dirty.
Crummy!
I'm just thinking of...
Crummy, talk to me here. She knows the drill. Fucking hell. Right, we're nearly at a stage now where Washing Up Club will be bouncing around your ears. The music, of course. Nice empty sink, still. All right, Windy. You know, these things take time. Rome wasn't washed up in a day, you know. There's no room. Can you get the other one as well, actually? Look at that. I went from there's no room to get me the other one. That's the kind of guy... You see, I take direction. Actually, there is no room. She's just to FYI, she's brought in a dirty tray. And she's bringing in the other one. Right, this is... How long have we been? 18 minutes. Thank you very much, Crumb. Right, you got your tea?
Yeah.
Good. Excellent. Squeeze lemons with that.
Can I have one of my cereal bars?
Yep.
The nut...
Go and get it.
peanut one.
Peanut? Well, this one?
Yeah.
There's none left after this. I haven't been eating them. Need to get some hummus. Anyway. So the film we're going to see, not during the week, is Sisu, which is a World War II Finnish film. Brave man wearing the nice shirt during the washing up. I often get a wet belly washing up. Goodness me. What's that from? Is that from... Are you a drooler? Do you drool when you wash up, Bockingtons? I mean, I'm... You know, if I get wet, I get wet. Yeah, that's my motto. If you're going to get wet, yeah, you're going to get wet. I tell you what, I got absolutely soaked this morning. I was in the shower. Oh. Yeah, it's quite good, isn't it? Boggington is if only he had an apron with his own face on it. Right, okay, where are we? Here we go. We're nearly at the stage now. Nearly at the that's too wet to. I'm just going to pop those up there, actually. Okay. Right, not everyone's, I'd say perhaps 75% of people's favourite moments. The cleaning of the sink. Injury from last week, like Wolverine. Look at that. Healed. All healed. Yeah, there was a big injury last week, and I think I was being trolled as well. Some people came on and said, "Oh, you look like James May. What's your new car going to be, James?" I only realised afterwards, which is fine. Maybe that doesn't count as trolling. Maybe it's adoration. I think Boggingdons was on the money about the t-shirts, the shirts rather. Well, I committed to it now. This shirt, you never guess who I saw this morning. Who did you see this morning? Can you give us a clue? Oh, dear me. Yes, a Sisu. World War II Finnish film, apparently by the makers of John Wick, or some makers of John Wick, something to do with John Wick. Everyone I looked at. Nice. Yeah, very, very good quip. Okay. Hang on, what am I doing? Let's get a bit of eyes. Is eyes on legs here? Eyes on legs? Is there eyes on legs in the house? I don't think there is there? Matcha Davis. We'll see. Oh yeah, injury from last week. Healed up. We've been watching X-Men. Maybe that's what inspired me to heal. Watching X-Men. Where there ist meine. There ist. It must be this. Yes, it is. Right, let's get this bloody washing up club on the road. Washing the grease away. Washing the grease away. What's you doing, Crumb? She was signalling to me to tell me that. I thought it was some emergency. It wasn't. Anyway, we've already done Welcome to Washing Up Club. What's hot in British tea culture? The pyramid tea bags or any fancy steel sieve? Ooh. Can we have a WUP tip now? Yes, we can have a WUP tip. The first WUP tip is, okay, you've got your water in your sink. Okay, you want to know if it's hot enough. What would you do? You don't put your elbow in, that's what you do for babies. What you do is you just put your hands in like that, just to test, and you count to 3. You go 1 washing up club, 2 washing up club, 3 washing up club. Then you take them out, and if you can still move your hands, it means the water's a good temperature. That's tip number 1. I'm not getting any chat. I'm not getting any chats. BRB. Tip number 1. I'm going to go straight in with tip number 2. When you're washing plates, the way plates are made, believe it or not, you need to go that way to wash up. Just because of the way they're made, there's a kind of grain in them. If you go the other way, you get caught in the grain, and it just doesn't work. The grains are very tiny. It's not like the grain of a tree, or the grain of a grain. It's the grain of a plate. Always go that way. I forget which way it is. It's probably clockwise, isn't it? Yeah, it's clockwise. So if I'm not horrifically burnt or got frostbite, then it's okay. Exactly, Dr. Steve. A bit like stroking a cat the wrong way. Exactly, Crumb. Crumb, you and I, as always, are on the same page. So there we go. That's tip two. That's two tips. 2 tips in as many seconds. Not seconds, but you know what I mean. We had amazing burgers yesterday. Whenever I think of vegan, I always think of Jez Cordell, who's not here, I don't think, but he was attacked by a crow or something. Did you see that, apparently? That's exciting, isn't it? Right, when you're washing scissors, okay, you don't hold them in there because your fingers can get stuck and that can happen. Okay, that's very dangerous. Okay, you could lean in, sneeze and kill yourself. What you do is you hold them like that. Okay, then you do one blade. You do the blade that's at the top, one blade. You turn it over, other blade. Turn it back, that blade, that blade, like that. Okay, now hold it like that. Then you clean in here. Not everyone cleans in here. I like to clean in here. Can you see? Yeah, you can. Then you hold it there, clean in there, just like that. That's tip 3. With knives, okay? Treat your knives like you would a sandwich, okay? Be really precise and really nice to them. Tip 4. You're welcome. Who's making notes? Not me. I'm washing up at the famous Washing Up Club. I think it might be one of the biggest ones in the south of England. And cut off the crusts. I like crusts. I'm a fan of crusts. If you don't like crusts, that's up to you. I happen to like crusts. So that was tip number 4, I think. Yeah, we had hot water, plates, scissors, knives. Now this is a tip about when to change the water. Okay, if you can count the suds, it's time to change the water. Now I can't count these, so I'm not going to change the water. If you've got if you've got under 10 suds in here, change that water. Ugh, sorry about that. Didn't mean to be disgusting.
Stop that.
Just my default. These are tweezers, very handy, precise, taking stuff out. I'm going to test these tips now. Whoa, Dr. Steve, as long as you still got me going on in the background, that would be nice. Yep. I might throw in a few facts as well. The teaspoon is called a teaspoon because you use it to squash tea bags. Now people think it's called a teaspoon because it's shaped a bit like a tea, but it's not. It's not shaped a bit like a tea. And also it's called a teaspoon because teaspoon begins with T. Okay? Which came first? Nobody really knows. Okay, so that was a fact there. This is a fish slice. Crumb, what's this called? What's this? Spatula. Spatula party. Right, ooh. Little forky there.
Can you show the picture of the burger?
The what?
The burger I made yesterday.
No.
It's on your phone.
I know, but my phone's on the thing. Do you own a mustard spoon? We do, but I ate it. Because I love mustard so much. Yeah, Emily got this spoon made of mustard for my birthday. She said, don't eat it. It's worth a lot of money. It cost me ages to get it made. I had to find someone on the internet to make this spoon out of mustard. And I lasted about 7 months without eating the mustard spoon. And then in the end, I just was like, oh, I've got to eat it. And I ate it. So I hope that answers your question. It certainly answers my question, which was, can I answer this question? Tasted quite mustardy. It was quite a strong mustard. There was a time when I would make my own mustard, essentially, from mustard powder, which I felt quite old school. Hello, I'm an old school man. So, you know, you get, put it in a little pot, not unlike this. Add a little drip of water, snow it in, put it on the sandwich, and you can make it as strong as you like. Everyone's just a little cat tray there. Where's that kitten? She's in there. She answers me. Teaspoon is measuring spoon for measuring tea. Well, you've got your sources, Dr. Steve, and I've got mine. I didn't know about that. I don't know. I'll have to look into that to see if that's true. Tray. Did you know that tray is short for Trailington? Just throwing the odd facts. The odd facts here and there. It just brightens up everyone's day, doesn't it? When you've got a few facts nestling. Oh God! Miss these. They're camouflage. There's Emily's burnt sweet potato chips. Slightly wet now. I don't think they went that well. She said I wanted regular chips. Oh God, they've got a floater now. How'd you get them crinkle cut then?
They came like that.
Oh, I didn't know you bought them. I thought you made them.
No.
Ah.
They shrunk quite a bit. They shrunk quite a bit in the oven.
Now,
I think I cooked
burns my hands. The water's too hot. Well, Dr. Steve, at least now you know it's too hot. Yes, you can't use your hands for a bit. Next time, just get someone you don't like to test the water. Is there a neighbour that you don't like? Not the flip side. Right, there's so much recycling to do. Oh God! It won't do what I want it to do. Okay, everyone. I can't remember where I got to with my tips and facts. Oh yes, there's definitely a neighbour they don't like. Are you that neighbour? You're not that neighbour. No, what, is this an ongoing dilemma with a neighbour? Fortunately, touch wood. Where's wood? That's wood, isn't it? All our neighbours seem quite cool. You know, we've got a drug dealer, so if we need any drugs, we just go there. He deals mostly, dare I say it, Jess Cordell, in fennel. So, you know, obviously we'll get our big deals from you. He's not even here and I'm talking to him. That guy's made an impact. And Eyes on Legs isn't here either. Right, okay, I'll tell you what. Let's give attention to the people that are here. Like Harry Norman. The hairiest Norman I've ever known. Do you think you're of Norman ancestry? I suppose we all are, aren't we? So we had a lovely burger yesterday. And Emily put it was rather a flouncy, if I may say, decoration in the top, a bit of lettuce sticking out the top. I'll post it on the old Discord. I'm not their neighbour, sadly, but they have a stompy loud neighbours. Oh, the worst kind. I wonder what our neighbours think of Washing Up Club. I often wonder that as I'm playing it. For a second I think, maybe should I turn it down? And I think, no, and I turn it up. Right. Okay. So we had, but I don't know, I'm going on about this meal, but we had beans, chips, and a lovely burger. And the beans, Emily puts in yeast flakes to give it a. It's what's good about yeast flakes?
It's got B12
B12.
in. And they taste cheesy.
And they taste it. Well, I don't really get. I think nutty. I think it gives it a nutty flavour.
And I had butternut squash fries.
Butternut squash fries. What did I say? Sweet potato fries. Doesn't matter, does it? Are you really of French ancestry? That's exciting. I wish I had some interesting ancestry. I think I might just be like, my mum's a redhead, as I believe you know, because she offered me red bush once, which was terrifying. So I suspect that I've got Celtic ancestry, hopefully. I mean, that would be great. I'd love a bit of that. Some more of Emily's failed chips. Just pop those in the old recyc. Willow, are you going to eat your bloody food? Pardon, sorry about that, everyone. Sorry about that. It's not Belch Club, is it? Although that would be quite fun, Belch Club. She's off out, that kitten. Right, I might not wash up. Oh, God, I'll have to, won't I? I can't literally not recycle. It's part of the lyrics. So, right, we're at the trays now. These have been popping in and out of the water. Basically, when there's no room, stuff goes in the sink, and then it comes back out again. Yeah, so what I'm going to do, we need to record our podcast, don't we, Crumb?
Yeah.
Maybe we could watch one tonight and record it tomorrow.
Yeah. Or we'll record it tonight. We could record it in the middle of the night, like Buffy was doing.
Belch Club is my stream. You'll be hearing from my lovers. Oh, shit. Shit, Dr. Steve. What about Burp Club? There we go. I'd sidetracked that legal... that's my legal loophole coming in. I thought if I wanted to do a version of Ghostbusters and do it legally so it's different, I would call it Ghostbesters. See, because they're besting the ghosts. There you go. Bish bash bosh. It looks like, has anyone been listening to Chatterbix? Or been are they? They're not back on yet, are they? Where's that kitten? Have they got a... And crashing. It's my USP. And you need to do a DNA testing that tells you where you're from. I'd like to. It's my USP. My USP is I have these USBs with my showreel on, which I did quite like saying, but now it's gone a bit you know, USPs, it seems a bit dated now. USBs rather. Okay. Ah! Oh, that went right through me. Do you think people say that when they get stabbed? Oh, don't, that goes right through me, that knife. Oh. We watched a really good Columbo last night. Are there any Columbo fans in the house? Do you like that face? Do you like that face? I can do it quite good when I look at them. I've got such a stupid face, haven't I? Sometimes I look at my face and I think, what a face. What a stupid face. Yeah, so we watched a very good Columbo. It had the old DVD in. Dick Van Dyke. Very good, like, nasty man. Season 4. Season 4, brilliant Columbo. We got the first one was, what was the first one? Oh yeah, it was the, was it the fitness one? Yeah, it was the fitness guy. That was good. The way he did it, the way he solved the crime. Yeah, I did listen to the interview. What? What interview with Sue Johnston? Is this a quip? Wendy, tell me, is this a quip? Tell me now, is this a quip or did she really do an interview? I'm sure she's done interviews, actually. Done loads of interviews. Does she ever mention me in her interviews? It's good to know. You know, if you told me, I haven't watched Columbo for a while, but my wife's a big fan. Oh, my wife loves you. She actually does love you. She masturbates over you. Is that too much information? Columbo, that's too much information. I don't want to know your wife masturbates over me. Sorry, sir. Anyway, there's just one thing I can't let go. She really does love you, so she touches herself and she just moans and she says your name and are you editing me? I don't like it when you're in earshot. Chatterbix, no, she didn't. Oh yes, she didn't, did she? Yes, I heard her on Chatterbix. I listened just in case she did reference me, and she didn't. That's fine. That's fine. It's fine. I'm okay with it. Yeah, I don't mind that she didn't mention me. Oh, he died this week, didn't he, Rolf Harris? There's that documentary on ITV about Rolf Harris. I bet the execs are going, yes, he died. The perfect I mean, they couldn't have released. It was out. He died about 2-3 days after it was released, didn't he? Too much wank chat for Sunday morning. I'm not well, it's not really, though, is it? Come on. Come on.
It's a family-friendly show.
No, it's not. Oh, bloody crumb. Boggingtons, how are your cats? Winston and Rudy. Our cat is very nice. We did a bit of gardening yesterday, and she was sitting out in the garden in a freshly dug over spot, which is good. She fell asleep in the sun. Right, I'm a bit wary of doing tins now after last week. Now, yeah, I cut my hand last week, Boggingtons, on a tin. You know why that is? The tin was bigger. It had a wider mouth than what I'm used to. So I am a little bit wary about going back into a tin. But so far, so good, I think. Masticulated vigorously. What's that noise? Why is it doing that? It's very strange. So as you can see, we're getting to the recycling. Yeah, the tin was about that big, so I'm going to be very careful with that tin. Oh dear, look at this. Look at this. You seeing this? You getting this? You bloody getting it? Come on, you bastard. Off it comes. And off it comes. That's quite nice. Looks like an arrow. You can see that. Looks like a little arrow pointing towards where? Who knows? Tips wise. So when it comes to recycling, always do the square stuff first. Like that. Or stuff with heavy lines. Like that. See? Do that first. I don't know why, it's just one of those things. Maybe it's like a superstition, but if you do it first, everything just ends up better. Does that count as a tip? We watched X-Men and X-Men 2 recently. They're a little bit slower paced, aren't they, than the proper Marvel stuff. I still like them a lot. And the stakes don't seem to be as high as Marvel, which again is not a problem. Oh, I'll tell you what I did watch over the course of several lunch breaks. Old Henry on Sky. Very good stuff. If you like westerns, and I do like westerns, very good indeed. How many suds are left? Well, this is the thing, Dr. Steve. I can still count the suds. That is one way you can tell to change the water. The other way is, of course, to taste it, which I don't do. That's quite old school. You taste the water, and if you get food in your mouth, that means it's time to change it. I'm not going to do that before you ask. It's disgusting. What I'm going to do is I'm going to wash up some stuff. I'm going to continue in this. These are very nice. Big fan of the old knick-knacks. Just do that. Just do a bit of that. Shaky, shaky. Shaky, shaky, and out you go. Oh yes, that's Ian McKellen was in X-Men. Oh, I like your hair. I like what you've done with your hair. Oh, I'm an X-Man. Hello. Come on, old friend, we can do this. Not quite there, is it? Not quite there. Nowhere near it, really, is it? So Ian of McKellen. Mixed nuts. Don't mind if I do. Yeah, as I say, Dr. C, there's too many suds to count, so we keep on going. And also that is one way of working out when you need to cauliflower rice. When did we have cauliflower rice, Crumb?
I did, you didn't.
Oh, I see. A cauliflower rice party and Muggins here wasn't invited. I make my sandwiches when I go to work upstairs in the office. So, nice and sunny at the moment, isn't it? We've been going down feeding the ducks, which is also a euphemism for, as you said, too much wanking stuff, but that's a euphemism for that, from Viz. But there was a duck fight, wasn't there, Crumb? There was a duck fight that Emily split up. They were fight. It was more like a duck wrestle, wasn't it? Because they clasped in on each other and were just going around in a circle. But one of them drew blood on the other one's beak, so it was serious stuff. I think it was two male ducks, fighting over some chick. What's a duck do? It's a party for ducks. There's a duck do. Right, here we go. Oh dear me. You do realise how greedy you've been. Right, look how many Magnum packets I'm going through. It's just me eating them. What's a duck do? Quack, quack, quack. Yeah, very good. Windy, may I ask how you're doing as well? Are you feeling, you know, judging by your writing, very neat typing you've got, Windy, if I may say. Someone asked about some playground jokes that they could tell on. I've got a newsreader friend, very, very tasty. And I sent him my favourite knock-knock joke, which I'll do to you now. If someone wants to say who's there, they can, but they don't have to. Excuse me, sorry about that. Right, knock knock. I'll leave it for a bit. Hovering well, slow progress, great being home with. Oh yeah, I'll bet. And I bet this is helping. Joking. Right, knock knock. Is anyone going to join in? Is anyone going to help? I'll do it myself. It's hanging in the air. Knock knock. Who's there? Arch. Arch. Right, then you say Arch. 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 What? Who knocks? Arch who? Then I say bless you, because it's like a posh sneeze. Do you like that? That's why I like it. It sounds like a posh sneeze. Archu. I'm so sorry, I sneezed there. Anyway, what were you saying? Pheasant hunting. Pheasant hunting on the... Very good. Thank you, Windy. Exactly. Who knocks? Who visits? No one. I think we have knockers, don't we, actually, Crumb? Having said that, Harry Norman, because we did have a doorbell, but it was just started going off on its own, unless it was those goddamn kids playing... What do you call it when you ring on a doorbell and run off? We used to call it knock down ginger. Not that I ever did it. No, I did. When I was younger. Maybe we should do that, Crumb. Actually, won't. We have a knocker. Yeah, it's old school, a knocker. Right, this is rockets. I had it in my sandwich. It was slightly liquefied. It was on the turn slightly, but I was like, no, it's fine. And I had it in my sandwich, and it was a little bit unpleasant to eat, only slightly. Crummy wants scissors. What are you going to do with them?
I'm going to cut a bit of the mixing from the oranges and use it to make a sort of fish scales effect on my skin.
To see, well, we're not going today. She's doing a dry run.
Yeah. Hello.
Kitten's inside.
Peckles all over her bottom.
Why has she got them on her botty?
She sits on it.
That makes
I'll get
sense.
scissors from the other room.
Oh, I can get them now. No, they've got them. I'll throw them to you. I hate people knocking at the door. It's normally canvassers or people trying to sell me something. Exactly, Harry Norman. Exactly. Okay, here we go. We're getting down to the recycling, which is many people's favourite part of the show, and also many people's... It's a bit divisive, the recycling, I think. Sometimes, I don't know if you notice, I like to drum up controversy out of nothing. No one gives a shit about recycling, but I just said that it was people's... Oh my God, how many bloody Magnums have I had this week? Oh God, look at that! Three more wrappers. Is one Magnum a day, is that too much? Potentially, isn't it? Where's that kitten? Well, come here so I can pick you bloody up. No, F you. Willow, come here and I'll shoulder charge you. Ah! Right, look at that. Getting that done. Getting that done good and proper. Up there, don't mind if I do. Yes, so the Columbo was very good. I think I'm going to try and, pitch one to Crumb once a week. We also started watching something called Poker Face, which is a detective series on Now TV, which was pretty good as well. I really liked it. Very promising opening. It's so difficult to write detective stuff with like clues and things, because the clues can't be too obvious. I want to go, of course, that's a good clue. I don't want to see the clue coming from a mile away. Willow, can I pick you up? I've got dry hands. Can I pick you up? She's going out. I missed the pick opportunity. Which is a shame, which is a great shame. We watched the Steel Town Murders. Ooh, that rings a bell. Where's that? Is that on BBC or something? Is it good? Is it recommended? Boggingtons. Shaky, shaky, get their stuff out of the cakey. Doesn't make any sense, but it rhymes. If something rhymes, I like it. But apparently, rhymes and puns are not good for business names, because they sound good initially, but then they get a bit annoying. Every time you have to say it, you think, oh, I'm getting a bit sick of hearing this pun. So that's something to bear in mind. Parsley. That's your parsley there. That's your parsley. BBC. It's pretty good. Pretty goose, God, good. FFS. We got there in the end, eh, Boggingtons? Got there in the end. And the kittens. How are the kittens, please? How are Fluff and Fluffer? Wasn't another... that's another sex joke there, Fluffer. Oh, that wasn't. I was just talking about kittens. Fluffy and Fluffingtons. Oh, here's something I was going to ask. So, a couple of weeks ago, we went to a boot fair. Now, what would you say is the minimum amount of cars, like seriously, minimum amount of cars that can warrant it being called a boot fair? We watched my football team win a playoff at Wembley yesterday, and we are now in the Premier League. Oh, well done. And is that Luton FC? Is that right, or am I guessing? First time chat. That water looking dirty. You know what? It is, but I'm doing the recycling. So, kitten's in the house. Quick, come here, please. Oh, she smelt my desperation. Let's just see if I can sneak up on the kitten. Kitten, come here, kitten. Come here. What's this? Come here. Come here. She's playing along. She's let me pick her up. Here she is. Kiss on head. Let the cat go. Release the kitten. She attacked me last night when I did that. So yes, dirty water, but because I'm doing the recycling, I don't care too much. What a cutie, exactly. Oh, we like you, first time chatter. Ooh. Right, okay, we may be coming to the end of Washing Up Club. I'm just going to do a couple more bits of, oh my God, another Magnum wrapper. Really, I've got a problem. I've got a problem with Magnums. I want more. The thing is, though, I want more now. Now I've washed up with these wrappers, I'm getting a vague sense of the Magnum. Sadly, my team doesn't seem to venture out of the National League much. I'm sorry to hear that. Do you know what I mean? I've washed up these Magnums, and instead of thinking, you disgusting, greedy bastard, I'm thinking, oh, I got a whiff of that Magnum as I washed it up. I want more. So I'm going to get more. Don't worry, guys. We're back on track. Yeah, so going back to this boot fair. Okay, there were eight cars in the boot fair, and they charged us £1 each to get in. And I was done in, I'm not joking, about 2 minutes. And that was me going to every car, looking, no, just, these are rubbish, why are you selling these? I didn't say that to them. I just didn't understand why they were selling what they were selling. I wasn't the target audience. Aldershot Town are my team, Windy. Aldershot. Isn't it quite nice supporting a team that's a bit, A bit local, not very good. I suppose Chesham Football Club is my team, isn't it? But I've never been to a live football match. I don't mind football. I don't really get it, to be honest. I understand it. I watched a couple of. I think there was a. What was the one where we lost on penalty? Oh, it doesn't narrow it down, does it? Respect to Aldershot, mate. What was it was when the Cockfields Series 2 was filming. I like to mention that every so often. I haven't had a hot drink today, you may notice. I'm not mentioning the Cockfields as much as I normally would, but I've now said it about 6 times in the space of a minute, so there we go. There we go. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Come on, let's focus. Let's focus on the washing up. Well, I quite like getting an early washing up club in. That's quite, you know, energy was good. Lots of lovely comments from everyone. We've got a new Kamji, if you're still here. You may not be here, and that's not a problem. But welcome. Lots of kitten talk on here. Please like and subscribe or whatever you're supposed to do. Yeah, so 8 cars, £1 to get in. I felt a bit cheated. Looking forward to next season. I tell you what, Harry Norman, you bloody get on that pitch and you show them how it's done. I think it's in you. In you. Right, what's that? Soy sauce. That's not quite done, is it? I'd say there's a little bit of soy sauce left. A little bit of soy sauce left. Oh dear. I think there's a bit left. Oh dear me. Huh? Oh, does it not come out? Ooh. Ooh. Is that going to come out? Let's just turn it. I tell you what. Turn it inside out. Gives you better access to the filth that you're trying to access. Oh dear me. There we go. Look at that. Oh, a little bit there. So yeah, we're down to the next film is X-Men 3, which is regarded as a bit of a not quite as good as X2. I wonder if that still stands, if it stood the test of time. That's a nice tin, isn't it? Look at that tin. Kittens. Obviously that's for the old. She's mewing. Is she trapped? Is she on the? Where's she mewing? I think because I did that without thinking, I've now got to use the kitten sponge, and that draweth us to an endeth. That washing up club, which is fine. You know, I've run out of stuff to wash up. I'm too old for that, Ben. My eldest just won 2 end of season awards though, so he could. Yes, brilliant. Hand down the baton. So I'll let you know what I think of this film when I watch it. We're watching it in the week. Sisu, is that on anyone's radar? What's her favourite cat food? Lily's Kitchen. She loves it. She could eat the bloody stuff. Now that is right. Hang on, I've got to do my end speech, haven't I? Hello. No. Right, okay, this is my summing up. So we all had a wonderful session on Washing Up Club. I've washed up, dare I say it, shitloads of stuff. And as I let the water gurgle out through the plug, I want you all to have one of the best weeks you've ever had in your life. Okay, we didn't even do Nice Club today. That's how good this has been. It's been packed full of content. You've got all these tips. I mean, what more could you ask for? Nothing. Right, and we're going to play out on a little song I like to call Washing Up Club. I couldn't think of a better name than that. Should have done really, shouldn't I? Should have thought it. I always never. Where the fucking hell is it? There it is. Okay. Let's get it started. Then we'll let the water pile out. haven't worn it for a while. Oh, forgot to let the water out. What am I like? I'm like an idiot. Ow! Oh! Ah! Oh, what's that? Whew. Thanks very much. You've been fantastic, and I've been Ben Rufus Green. See you next week. Have a good week. Bye.